Welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory 1.0 playthrough. Guys, today we've hit a milestone. That milestone requires us to venture into the world of nuclear pasta. As you can see in the top right corner, complete phase 4, there's just no way we're going to move forward and get those nuclear pasta cubes done unless we make nuclear. We will need nuclear byproduct for some of the particle accelerators to get those cubes going, nuclear pasta cubes specifically. So, with that being said, from episode 4, we got the turbo generator plants up, and we also put the alien augmenters in. So we're at about 50,000 megawatts right now of power, which should be plenty. I've been looking at some calculations between me and the AI assistant, and oh boy, yeah. So, I mean, looking at nuclear pasta alone, in episode 4, I had mentioned the copper facility that we've been doing at the Mega Build, and the iron fields, and copper fields, if we dub them. And, yeah, 12,640 copper ingots per minute for the copper powder. So, quite a large order there, but then we're going to need the pellets as well from the nuclear waste. So, with that being said, it might as well be time to scale our power and get that going. I am going to build our nuclear facility right out here in this general area, and we're going to build it in a words are eluding me. We're going to build 4 complexes for one massive factory, and we are going to do all of the basic recipes. I shouldn't say basic recipes, because we are going to use alt recipes. We're going to do all of our basic manufacturing right here on spot, on site. Gosh, I just can't talk. Seems to be a normal thing if you've been following me long enough. It happens. Anyways, yeah, big project. Let's get started. Welcome back. We have transformed this area into the start of our successful nuclear processing facility. And it was quite the stream, but as you can see here, we've got a lot going on. So let me bring you through what we've got going on. In the front here, we've got 4 train stations coming in. I realized a small facade error, and I'm going to move this track over 1 square here, just to make symmetrical. I just got done fixing the left side of this base right here. I had everything calculated, and as luck would have it, when I was building, I was just free-flowing. And this is what I came up with. I still think I want to do something with the roof. I'm not sure I like the whole flat look, but I'm going for that brutalism, and this kind of inspired. I'll take you back to the front real quick to show you where some of the inspiration's coming from. I'll lead into it here a little bit, give you an idea of what we're doing. I was inspired by the Star Wars Mustafar system, where Anakin is, where he becomes Darth Vader. And kind of like that whole, I'll put a picture up on the screen here, but just the way that the base on Mustafar runs down, kind of got those slots there. But I kind of copied that here, and that was kind of a second thought to when I was building the train stations and tunnels, and just trying to get some more 3D exposure here. I feel like this needs more work just to kind of make it pop a little bit, so that's why you kind of see couple different things there, and then I didn't finish the wall here with the supports on this side. So we'll play with that a little bit, but from the top here, this is what we've got going on facade-wise, and then a plan for coming up in the center right here. We'll talk about that a little more, but if you enter from the left or the right side, the base is symmetrical. You can enter on either side of these doors here. And once you get inside, you've got the last 4th train station, which is accessible, but we've got a service floor underneath here as well, so all of our belts and everything can run successfully. We've got containers under here for the train stations, but I wanted to build this facility completely straight. So what that means is all the raw material for nuclear is coming here first. And as I said in the beginning of this video, it's kind of going to be a 4-stage facility, and so this is stage 1. This is all of your raw materials coming in, and we'll end up putting most of our constructors and whatnot back here. We'll go up a 2nd level, we'll put all of our assemblers, and then what I was saying earlier is I'm going to probably bring this facade up, and we'll come up pretty high here. This is about as high as the electrical powers allow me to fly right now. But we'll come up pretty high, and this is where we'll run our manufacturers in the center at the top floors here. This way all the assemblers on the bottom, most of the products that we'll need will be available here, and then we'll have all of our finished products come towards the back of the facility, just over in this area somewhere, even maybe off to the side or symmetrical still with this facility. We'll build up again, and we'll kind of sod it, and we'll have the actual live nuclear and uranium that will be producing our uranium fuel rods. From that point, we're moving on to a large project where the nuclear plants will actually... I started laying out the wall just to kind of see, but again, following the Mustafar base design. I hope I'm saying that right. I think it is. Well, let me look that up real quick. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Don't kill me. I am a Star Wars fan. Yeah, Mustafar. So, anyways, we will have a large wall here, and we've got one belt coming in, which is a limestone belt. But I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek of what's going on here. You guys might notice it already, or have already noticed. I'm going to have service tunnels running underneath the nuclear power plants, and the service tunnels are going to look something like this, and this is where all of my water pipes are going to come. I'm working with the AI, our assistant, of course, and I was just figuring out the math, and if overclock all of our required power for 40 nuclear power plants, we'll need about 32 to 34 water pumps. Each plant takes 240 water per minute. It only carries 600 in a pipe, so it's about 2.5 plants per one pipe, which means if I was to just go ahead and get rid of the 0.5, because I don't want to have to deal with load balancing on water and feeding two pipes into one or something like that, and we just break that down, that would be 15 total lines of 15 total pipes that we'll need to feed 40 nuclear power plants with 32, I believe it was 32 water pumps. So obviously we'll have that 0.5 in there, which means we should have good pressure. I actually would like to have that overhead anyways, so I think that's what we'll end up doing. If I divide 15 pipes by 3, we get 5 total service tunnels. So we'll end up having a network. As you can see here, you've got kind of 2 floors. This was kind of going to be the original floor. I wanted to just be just above this desert area. As you can see, it's level with the desert. But then obviously I need all this service floor here to run our service tunnels underneath. So this will probably be the final height of where the power plants themselves will sit. And this will go all the way back into this whole area. So this whole area is going to end up getting pretty much walled off and cemented in. And then we'll have all of our plants up here. I will base the size of this based on the 40 plants that we are going to be building here. So, very large project. Total power output should be 100,000 watts. I have not calculated our waste yet, and I have not calculated the fourth part of the project, fourth building, which would be their waste production, recycling. So I have a lot of calculations to still do. I'm going to go back and forth with the AI and figure out and make sure my math is correct, make sure its math is correct, while keeping in mind that we are still training this thing, and I want to make this AI available for you guys, so you guys can just ask simple questions. I'm going to bring over, real quick, let me pull up, capture my main screen, pull up my, what is this thing? Had it open, pull it up, to kind of show you guys, pull this over. So you can see here I was just talking about the rods. You know, we were calculating 1 rod burns for 5 minutes. If producing 20 rods per minute, which is what our goal of the factory is there behind us. The factory will produce 20 uranium nuclear rods, uranium rods, whatever. And they burn at 5 minutes for 1, which means we were able to do 40 plants. And then I talked about the water. So that's where I'm getting my calculations. I did make sure that all of that was correct in the game. The AI was aware of that, have the proper calculations. So we need 9,600 water, which it says 80 pumps. Now that's where I did my own math, and I didn't talk about it with the overclocking yet because I haven't really talked to the AI about overclocking just yet, and I didn't put that in, but I'm pretty positive that it was 32 pumps. Again, we'll verify that to keep everything relevant and to show you guys the process with the AI. I'm showing it here on YouTube. So, yeah, if you guys want to see me building, hang out, whatever, I know building can be slow and everybody's busy and got things going on. If you're enjoying these videos, great. Like, comment, you know, really helps out, reach more people, and get connected with the community and let people know, you know, got another player out there trying to do something for the community, with the community, get involved with the community. So I'm on twitch.tv/MrToX M8. Come over, check me out, you know, hang out, say hi, or you know, just drop a like, drop a sub, and comment. So yeah, that is our nuclear power plant. This should produce 100,000 megawatts when we're done, and then obviously we have our alien boosters. We only have 2 right now. I'm not sure how many we can stack. We're going to figure that out. I've got a little plan for that in the facility here as well. When we go on, we'll showcase them probably up either on the left or the right side, or both sides, whatever looks symmetrical. I have some serious OCD, so I like everything looking symmetrical. I won't usually build things out of order. Personal preference. So we all have our niches, right, that we personally like. But we've got our deuterium coming in, we've got our iron coming in, we've got our coal drone getting ready. We've got 2 coal, we got multiple coal nodes back here. They're impures, but we actually only need 500 coal. So 2 will do the trick, fully overclocked on MK3 miners at 600 coming in, so we'll have 200 left over. I think we only need like 453, something like that, for the smelters here, or foundries, for the steel production. And then I am using alt recipes in order to produce everything that we're going for. I will share this entire build process when we're done and all the recipes that I used. If you guys are interested in that, I'll probably just put it in the description below. Not on this video, on the final video when we're producing. Yeah, we are making progress. For now, signing off tonight, but I will be live again. Continue this build probably tomorrow. So whenever tomorrow is, because this is YouTube, yeah, you can go back on my Twitch and watch the VOD if you want. Alright guys, welcome back to our Satisfactory playthrough here, and here's a little update. As you can see, we've made quite a lot of progress over at the nuclear facility. We're about 3 streams in on this progression, and the entire first phase of our nuclear plant is 100% complete. We are on phase 2, which phase 2 is the actual uranium rods, so our fuel rods, right? So we just got our blenders up. We've got 2 sets of 12 for a total of 24. I'm gonna put a couple summer slews in. We needed 27, but I decided to round down, and then we'll just drop maybe the first 2 right here will be summer slewed, which will give us our the materials we need to produce the 20 uranium fuel rods that we require. And we've got 34 manufacturers up here. So our, what is it? I'm drawing a blank right now. I honestly streamed 8 hours yesterday, and then I'm coming on to record right now. So our encased uranium cells will then be transferred over to make our uranium cell rods, right? Let's double check that. Pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, our alternate uranium cells. So this will be our uranium fuel rod. Yeah, I was correct. So we've got everything we need here. We are producing everything here on the left. I just need to finish piping these in. And because of the low requirements, even though there's 34 manufacturers here, this will be a round robin system. So all of our inputs are right here between the 2 floors. So we'll bring everything in on this floor here, and then we will split everything into the two rows for the first row and the second row. And then at the back of the units here, it will loop back over to these manufacturers as well. It will be a manifold system and a round robin. I call it round robin because we're going down one way and then we're going to come back the other way. And then all of our output will come right here, and then we will pipe our output going straight into our nuclear facility, which we have our 40 nuclear generators, nuclear power plants, if you will. I've already started as well. Let's go ahead and take a look. I had started this because I went with a specific design style that I wanted, so we've got most of them already plumbed up. I just need to finish the water pumps here, which we've already got that ready to go. I just have to finish the piping and then finish the electrical. No big deal. Quick on that. It'll be probably just 2 hours on stream. But if we come into our plant here, I went with a tunnel style system, so it's partially complete right now. And when I say partially complete, you can see the facade that I'm going for, or aesthetics, if you will. This is tunnel 2, actually, and so it's one pipe for every 2 nuclear power plants in tunnel 1 here, and then same thing over here. This will be going down to tunnel 2, and tunnel 2 is complete for the most part, except for the aesthetics, obviously. And then over here, this will continue the tunnel out over to the 2 pure miners that we have for iron once we collect those as well, and it'll come back down this way and come into the facility. As of this moment, we don't require the iron, but I may switch out the train. If you recall, I did mention that the train is bringing in our iron at the train station right now, but we've got 2 pure nodes over there, which should be able to replace the train and free up those other nodes so that we can do some other stuff with the iron from the train station, even though it's literally next door. There'll be another tunnel right here, which will actually be for the other 2 iron nodes. So we've got plenty of iron right here, no big deal. And then we're going to have another tunnel. We've got a limestone node right here, which is going to be used for our encasement that we've got going on. We just need to plumb the rest of this up as well. And just beyond the wall over here, we've got another limestone node. So we've got plenty of limestone. We're running 5 refineries for wet concrete. I had made a quick facility here for concrete because we were going through a lot of concrete, as you can imagine, building this area here. So let's go back up to the floor, and then I will need to get these guys all plumbed in here as well, and this will be a 3rd tunnel coming out down to our water pumps as well. So quite a bit of work still, but a lot of progress has been made. On top of progress, we last left off needing to plumb up the coal, so we did finish that up, and we came over here and we got our coal node. Got 2 impure coal nodes, which is more than what we needed, even fully overclocked. And then we went into the cave here, and in the cave we've got our push-pull train system. We've got 2 quartz nodes, and actually 3 quartz nodes that we're collecting from, and we've got a SAM node that we're also collecting from. So we will be ready for crystal production as well, potentially back here at this facility. Probably up in this area, potentially. I don't know. I haven't unlocked, as you can see in the top right corner. We are ready to unlock tier 9, but because I'm working on this this mega factory for our nuclear production, and I want to get all of our power squared away, we will continue to focus on this until this plant is 100% complete and operational. The next big thing that we have before I even bring uranium into here is I don't want the system to go live and actually pumping everything out. So theoretically, our system will be working, but we will not be able to test or look at numbers. Everything is calculated. I've been using the AI. Everything's calculated, and I've checked the numbers multiple times. We should be good, with the exception of using things like the summer slews in here to get the proper amount of encased cells coming out of here and feeding our manufacturers, but we should be just fine. This is our sulfuric acid refineries there. I think we have 16 of those here, and that's powering our blenders as well. But back here, either directly right back here or off to the side back here, we will be doing our final plant, which is project. Technically, this is a 4-step project, and I believe I did mention that a little earlier in this video. So phase 1 was getting all of our production going to support operations for our uranium cells, which we now have, and then getting our actual fuel cells manufactured and then sent over to the power plants. Now, we need to get rid of that waste. 40 power plants will be producing 2,000 waste per minute. So the 3rd project, or 4th project, whichever we want to look at it, 4th facility, if you will, because I'm counting the nuclear power plants as its own facility. So this would be facility 1, facility 2, and facility 3. Facility 4, wherever we're going to go back here or right here, will be getting rid of the 2,000 nuclear waste, and it will be converting those into pellets. I've did the math on that, and off the top of my head, we have about 1,500 going into non-fissile uranium, and then some of the non-fissile uranium will be going into 20 particle accelerators to get rid of the other 500 waste. So that's 2,000 total that we will be getting rid of. The one thing that I'm not 100% on, those numbers are based on, it should be per minute, but the particle accelerators I think is 24 seconds long. So I believe that still is well within the 1 minute category, obviously, so 60 seconds. But I don't know. Sometimes you kind of look at the way things produce, and until you actually have it and see it in action, I feel like the efficiency's not always 100% when you're trying to do pre-calculations, trying to take all these numbers into account. So the mega factory, the mega nuclear factory is coming along very well. Factory, facility, I believe we named it NF for nuclear facility is what it's actually being dubbed over here. But yeah, quick little update here. I'm going to be jumping on stream a little later, and we will continue working on the facade here to finish, making sure that everything is square here. Again, everything's highly symmetrical, and then I'll be working on some kind of, I don't want to just do glass like I did here. I might even add some kind of design into the glass to kind of break that up. But I think what I'm going to do is kind of glass this in, but then run like a lot of like cement beams to try to add some depth and contouring. And then I'm going to try to add that depth and contouring coming off the back of this facility here into the back of this facility. We'll do something up here as well. And then we have that third facility that we need to get online before we can properly power and remove the waste from the fourth facility. So there we go. Yeah, we'll call this number 1, number 2, 3, and number 4. And that is all part of the mega factory. And then once we've got everything online, we'll bring the alien augmenters over. And I've been really trying to put a lot of thought into this, but I'm thinking the alien augmenters, depending on their full size, I haven't looked at it, they may go on the left and right side of the facility here, and or for the while, I don't care for this flat roof. So maybe putting the alien augmenters up here on the flat roof running down the center, and then encasing them with some kind of walkway would actually look pretty cool, with then having your nuclear facility, the facade of the nuclear facility back here behind the alien augmenters. So this is the front side of our facility. I went with this kind of like a yellow nuclear glow. I know it's not like indicative of the green. I went with more of like a yellow biohazard style. I like it. It's different, and I've been also running it as our internal lighting for our pipes in there. I did turn on luminance, so the game is now running in full luminance mode, so I'm trying to focus a little bit more on lighting and making sure things are properly lit so that we can actually see and see what the game looks like in all of its glory when we've got illumination turned on. So I've got some lighting I would like to do down here as well, but for the most part, all of our, smelters and stuff, our blueprints already have specific lighting that I kind of went with, and each color represents the difference in what they are, such as the constructors here are this yellow, a little bit yellow orange. Oop, getting stuck. Come on, there we go. A little different yellowish red is what I went with for constructors, and then manufacturers on the second floor actually more of like a teal color, teal blue. So yeah, just trying to do something a little different than what we would normally see, and just make everything kind of color coded for what things are, so that when you're walking around you kind of know what it is. Obviously you can look at it, see constructor or assembler, no big deal. But and then with the manufacturers, I went with a red color, red and the yellow, the nuclear yellow in between. So you've got all this on the front side, and then the yellow shines through at night. It looks pretty cool. On the back side, I've got everything illuminating red. So, but yeah, this is, this has been our home for the last 3-4 streams now, but we are getting close. So, let's go ahead and get right back into this, and on the next update, we should have Facility 3 and 4 potentially started, and or even Facility 4 done. Maybe even powering these bad boys up and getting the facade done. We'll see. Here we go. Alright guys, we are maybe 40% marked down on Facility 3 at this point, but I was doing math right now, and the 40 blenders that we need to make the non-fissile uranium, it's going to require bigger belts. So in the top right corner, we have our completed Phase 4 done. We are going to go head over and unlock Tier 9 to see what it is we need to get Tier 6 belts, because that's going to help big time in the processing and waste removal of all these power plants. So I will showcase this further at another time. I will showcase this later at another time. Yeah, one of those work eventually. I digress. Let's go unlock this shit. Alright guys, over at the space station, and Wolf has been so kind to get everything ready for us, so let's seal her up. The last tier, plus whatever's left for tier 10 completion, right? Which is brand new. So we have not been here. What do you got to say, Ada?
Welcome to the Pioneers Got Power Problems presentation. That was a joke. Anyway, you're familiar with the process. Just throw the lever and the automated systems will take over. Imagine all the time and effort that would be wasted if you had to do all that work as well. Some work is just better suited for machines. Phase 5 contains technology the human brain cannot comprehend, so just trust in me and fix-it policy and everything will go as planned. Answering all your questions will take time we simply do not have. Everything is going to be just fine, so long as you do your job. We've come this far together after all, haven't we? Anyway, you know what to do. Just don't forget to keep producing previous project parts, and plan ahead when setting up new production lines, and make sure not to leave it all until the last moment.
Wow, I saw some parts on there that are crazy. I muted myself so it didn't backfeed, because I hate wearing headphones, if you guys haven't told by now. Let's send this. From here, it would only be appropriate to take a sip of coffee. We need a better view. Quick, get back. OMG. Oh, it just... Whoa. Fuel containers.
Phase 4 of Project Assembly completed.
Oh.
If style was measured in my performance reports, yours would be something special. Regardless,
definitely look like
saving the day
engines.
is within our grasp. Do not lose focus now. You must understand the weight on your shoulders, but you are not alone.
That
I am here,
is a
and
spacecraft.
I know exactly what's at stake. This goes beyond Earth. Your actions will affect the universe at large. You might think I am exaggerating. Perhaps you will understand once you finish Project Assembly. Phase 5 awaits. I expect your best work.
And now you know exactly why we were going for the nuclear pasta numbers that I was going for, because look at that demand. Woo-hoo, boy. That's the other big-ass project that we have. And then, I don't even... Fucking warp drives? What, like... I'm curious. What is warp? No, it's not called warp drive. Parts. Can you not see it? You gotta be able to see it. We can't see it. Because we probably have to unlock it now. Okay, let's head over to the hub and check out the tiers real quick, because we need to see what we're gonna need right now. This should be interesting. Alright, let's go over there. Alright, let's take a look at the hub here. Tier 9. Matter conversion. Oh, here's our time crystals. And our bio sculpture. Okay. Quantum encoding. Superposition oscillator. Okay. And the neural processing unit. I'm sure that's going to be freaking fun. Fix-it blueprint MK3. Oh, there's an MK3 machine? Get out. Stop it. And of course, peak efficiency is way over here, which is... you've got to be kidding me. And we probably can't... So, oh, man. Oh. So let's see. We need this fix-it Triton thing. So we have to do matter conversion first, which we have all these parts. So hold on. Hold on. What do we got? What do we got? What has Wolf blessed us in the cloud with? Well, we've got these. So boom, boom, radio control units. I will take you all. You will come with me. We have cooling systems, 500 exactly, and we will take you all. So we are producing all of the goodies. Used cubes. We have you all. Hey, let's fucking go.
Was you surprised by the 1,000 nuclear processing?
You've been producing it this whole time, or manually doing it?
Let it run for a long time.
So in other words, what you're saying is nuclear pop is not even needed.
Matter, abbreviated to SAM, to break down and transform materials at their most fundamental levels. I am sure even you can appreciate the power to manipulate atomic bonds. Most importantly, you are now able to locally create fixite, a highly adaptable synthetic metal, ideal for any kind of construction. It is everything we need to save the day, and perhaps its admirable qualities can inspire you.
Fixite ingot. Oh boy. We got the parts with our temp little factory. We set it up really quick. I know I didn't record it. It's back at the other area.
Milestone reached. After close scrutiny, 2 problems were identified in Mark V conveyor belts. The first was the belt part, so force fields have been implemented in the Mark VI instead to maximize transfer speeds. The second problem is inefficient pioneers, but sadly no remedy is available for this severe impediment. Yet.
Frickin' Ada, man. Always talking trash on us. Alright. What does it take to make a Mach 6? Time crystals and... Nice. And we got those in the cloud already. We are good to go. Cool. I'll leave the temp factory for a while. Wow, look at that belt. That looks crazy.
Time crystal as well.
What the hell? That's crazy. It's quite literally a force field.
Like a Star Trek looking belt, doesn't it? Oh yeah, it does.
This sounds crazy.
Oh, it's on like a freaking floating thing.
Let's go see what they look like in action. Alright, so we're going crazy here. And we've got turbo motors, we got supercomputers already done, and since we got our new time crystals and the Triton being produced, we are doing quantum now. So there we go.
Oh
Milestone
shit,
reached.
that was that quick.
This is not a competition, but other pioneers, such as 83CKY and U531355, had already completed project assembly by this point. Fixit was obviously wrong about you, but perhaps so was I. Regardless, you have finally unlocked the quantum encoder, which requires vast fluctuating power and excited photonic matter to produce highly complex parts. Do not make the same mistakes managing the resulting dark matter residue as you did other byproducts. Project part number 11, the AI expansion server, is now your highest priority.
What?
Galaxy-wide project management is taxing to even the most advanced among us, especially those who have to manage the less advanced. Like kittens and puppies, who are definitely still waiting for you to save them.
Oh, she's such a troll now, I swear. Alright, dude, so...
Quantum encoder?
Oh my goodness.
Christ, look at that thing.
Yeah, I know. Dude, I'm looking at spiritual energy regulation, which is the portal.
That is out of fucking control.
Let's see. What are you just looking at it in the parts menu? Oh, the...
No, quantum encoder in the production menu, the ability menu.
Quantum
Just the building alone. Look how much it takes to even build.
Oh, hold on. Let me see. Oh, oh, Jesus. Oh, I can build one. Curious to see
Jesus, 5,000 time crystals? Is that right?
125.
Oh no, 500. Okay.
1K. damn, dude. These are some big numbers. It's a decent sized building. Looks cool.
Oh, I see. Yeah, mine gets cut off because it won't expand. Yeah.
What's it build? Should I build it and see?
This is what you're made for.
And dude, we literally look
Maybe
at
AI expansion server.
so look at we need this because this requires we have to do 100 of these superposition oscillators, and we have to do dark matter residue. What the F? Dark matter residues in a converter.
What the fuck is dark matter residue?
Oh, dude, this is nuts. Oh, yeah, this is fun. Yeah, these are the fun classes right here, dude. So, this video is very long-winded. I just had it in Adobe Premiere, and I was editing it, and we're already at like 37 minutes or so. So I think with this video, episode 5, we're going to go ahead and close it off right here because there's still so much to do at our nuclear plant that it's going to be a whole nother episode. Really, it's just really connecting up everything, getting everything going. We made a lot of progress. I will showcase the progress starting out in episode 6, and then I will showcase the rest of the progress. But here, you guys didn't see this earlier in the video, we had unlocked tier 9, you saw that. And then I came over here and I made a quick little temp factory for time crystals and the fix-it, the trigon piece that we need for the Mach 6 belts that are going to be very important for this build. Another thing is I know right now in my audio, I'm struggling with my microphone and my OBS. I got my new build up and I was trying out something different for stream. So I ordered a new microphone today, and I'm hoping to utilize that and Wavelink to hopefully control all of my audio levels and kind of bring them down. It seems like I'm coming in really hot, and I keep messing with everything. I mean, I'm looking at OBS right now, and it kind of controls my microphone, but that's not the way everything should be being controlled. My sound's just really kind of all messed up, so I apologize for the audio in advance right now. However, guys, we are going to go ahead, and that's why I keep trying to change the tone of my voice, bring it down a little bit, whichever. Sorry. I apologize. We are going to wrap this up, though, right here at this spot, and we will continue in episode 6. So, again, I appreciate all the support. If you guys want to check out all of this building, I am streaming live on twitch.tv/MrToXM8. Come over, hang out, join my Discord server if you want as well. Most of the things that I'm doing, such as these blueprints for constructors, assemblers, manufacturers, now blenders, 2 different types of blenders. I will be making a 3rd and a 4th blender recipe for the other recipes that are coming. And now that we're in tier 9, things are getting a lot more complicated. So we got to see what the paths we're going to go with that way. But we've got to get this nuclear power plant online. So come over to Twitch, come say hi. Tell me you came from YouTube, join the Discord server, get live announcements when I go live. My streaming schedule is non-existent. I work full-time as a senior systems administrator, so I kind of just pop on when I get free time, which is far and few between, but, you know, I do my best, and as of right now, with this particular project, I've been so invested, I've been streaming just about daily for a minimum of 2 to 8 hours even. On the weekend, this last weekend, I literally put in like 16 hours on stream. So, yeah, if you guys are interested and you want to check out more, come over there. Again, twitch.tv/MrToXmate. You can see it there at the bottom of my logo since we're on the 21:9 screen. Also apologize about that since, you know, I prefer my widescreen, and unfortunately with OBS and recording and Twitch and all that, I'm not going to change my resolution, so hopefully you guys are cool with that. If not, leave a comment, you know, let me know. If enough of you guys don't like it or something like that, maybe I'll figure something out, but I like the 21:9. It's alright guys, till next time.